Hey, how you going? This is Shane here from Up Gear Garage. I forgot to do an intro, so this is a bit of a walkthrough on how I modified my rocker cover. Had a bit too much oil in the catch can. So yeah, enjoy. So what I'm doing here is when they make the rocker cover, they put little sticks of alloy up when they cast it, and then they paint them over that steel plate. So you've sort of just got to drill the tops of the aluminium off, and then you'll be able to get that steel plate off. I'll show you what I do later on to fit it back on. This bit's a little bit violent, but you can always bend it back into shape. That would have been fun. Whoopsies. A little bit bent, but wow. Okay, so now I want to remove this tube somehow, maybe out of there, weld that one up, painting it. Yeah, so I'm pretty much going to stop this here because this whole bit was a total fail. There wasn't enough bonnet height, and yeah, it just wasn't a very good idea. Alright, I'll show you what I ended up doing. A little bit different. She's had a bit of an upgrade too. Don't mind me PVC pipe intake. I do have to fix that. My brother's plumber. Don't say more. So it's a 3582, I think, one of those China things. Made my own dump. Got the wastegate coming off the side of the turbo housing. It's pretty good. I don't know if you can see. Nice little screamer. She's on 18 pounder boost. It's going a wee bit better. That exhaust manifold looks bloody horrible, but it works. I'll have to wrap it again. It was just getting too itchy trying to work on it with all the exhaust wrap. Yeah. So as usual, looks like plans have changed. So I don't know how this is going to work. But, oh, really? I honestly don't know if that's going to be enough to breathe out of, but let's have a look. I'm pretty sure. And if I'm doing that, I'll never be able to weld all the way around it, will I? That's probably too low. So I'm going to try and drill this tube out This thing, I try to press it out and it's just going to mark the back of it, and then it's going to get wedged as I come out anyway. So I'm praying. I just started. I'm going to put a bit smaller drill bit in and fingers crossed this works. Need to sharpen some drill bits. Must be so close. So must be so close. Don't even need to weld it. Alright, so I got that little machine down. Took a little bit off it. So that will just get pressed on the end of there now. Not funny how things change. This is a block that got windowed. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Stock rod life this was. So I need to make something that fits in there. Probably bolted on by this tab here with that one of these like that. Then I'll be running a hose. Alright, I'll be back. Alright. Smash that up. Don't knock me welds. I'm learning. Don't know if it's going to leak or not. O-ring groove on this. Spun that up in the lathe, welded that bit to it. So that just sits in there and lines up with that little bolt hole there. Nice and tight. Just gotta run a line to it now. This thing. So not every idea works out for this guy. Had a bloody pinhole. Tried to fix it. That's what happened. So yeah. Oh well. Try another thing. I think I'm gonna bin the bloody thread. The push lock fitting, and just machine something up like this with a barb on it, and then try and weld that thing back on. Yeah, the joys of learning how to alloy weld. Obviously I'm not good at it. So this is the next day now. I'm on to take 3 of this fitting. My alloy welding didn't go too great the first time. I had it all nearly done, and there was a pinhole, and I tried to fix it. She must have been a bit too dirty. Oh well. So then I got another one nearly done, and I was holding it in the chuck, and it tore the bloody end off it. So there goes that one. Smashed the crap out of it. And then finally, I have this one. This is what's going in the car. So now it's just going to be a push on, not a, that was a push lock. I was going to be using a push lock onto there anyways. And I had to take the intake manifold off to get to the bloody fitting. So now that'll just go kind of hard looking through the camera into there. A bit of a tappy tap into that, and run a hose from there to the catch can somehow. Alright, I'll be back with you soon. Okay, we're back on the rocker cover now. So I've gone and scraped off all the goop, and the next thing to do, you'll have, when you've drilled out the spot welds, you'll have little bits that have sat up, sort of thing, when you pull the steel plate off. So I think that's a 12mm drill bit, and you sort of go and do a little countersink just to get the little lip off. The way you put it back on is a pop rivet. So now I'm going to go find the pop rivets and find the drill bit and go drill every one of those holes deep enough for a pop rivet to go into. Alright, and I've started sanding too. It's not going back red. I don't know whether I'm doing blue yet. I mean, so black or the blue of the engine bay. Not 100% sure. Don't know if I've got paint either. I'll have to have a look and see how much paint I've got, but it's getting very close to being finished sanded as well. So yeah, next step. So for some reason I couldn't find my pot rivet gun, so I ended up drilling and tapping every hole. It was fun. There's always one that does it, right on the side of the rocker cover, because I was tapping against the side of this and I couldn't see that, and of course she broke through. I don't know what I should do about that. Maybe I'll just try and tap it and see what happens. It's not going to be perfect, that one, but we're all getting Loctited anyway, so. Alright, all the holes are tapped now. I don't know if you can see little threads in them. The only stuff up was that N1 there. It's a bit crooked and it goes through, broke through, so I'll have to definitely seal that one. Pain in the butt. Oh well, this shit happens. Alright, thought I'd bring it into the clean part to do this final step. So after cleaning this, I get all the goop off the back side of this where it seals on. I'm not going to have enough of these screws, so I'm going to have to go cut some down. But we'll see how far we get. We're going to bring the Allen key in. Get some goop. But it doesn't actually say it anywhere, but this is Nissan. Might make the car break. You know, I'm going to go overkill with this stuff. more you put onto this, the more it could just end up in places where you don't want it. Even if it's not going to be a perfect seal, it's better off not being a perfect seal than ending up with all this crap inside your pickup. I say the same thing with sumps either, not sumps too. Sometimes you're better off putting a little less on. Because the amount of times I've pulled an engine down and seen half the pickup blocked with multiple colours, red, blue and grey silicone. Really annoyed about that hole there. Sit it down once so we're not moving it all over the joint. And then I've got some of this to do the one that broke through, and the rest of them I'm just going to seal with normal Loctite. We're done. I'll be back. Alright, that's about as clean as prepped as it's getting. Just going to tape up all these bits now. And yeah, then we can start getting some paint on it. Alright, taping's finally done. Time for a prep wash and yeah, get some paint on it. Alright, there's the first coat done. Alright, there we go. I didn't really want to do any videos of the painting process because I hate painting. I just wanted to get it over and done with, but just gotta let it dry now and get it all back together. I'm pretty happy. A little bit of orange peel, but hey, how you going? So yeah, this is my sad ass attempt of a ending. I forgot to do it. This is me way in the future. The rocker cover's been on the car for months now. Baffle's working good. Hardly getting any oil in. The car's actually on 30 odd pound. I've done a full 3-inch exhaust now. I'll put a little video clip of, I did do a straight through, but it was too much, so I'll put a little clip at the end of this video of what it sounded like with the straight through on it, and it's, yeah, on 30 psi with the 3582, and seems to be working fine. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and I hope it actually helps you out a bit, because it did work really good. So yeah, I'll see you later. Have a good one.